Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Marilyn Darling Show, and welcome to another episode of Monoline Calligraphy, Day 2, the Slant. Yesterday we did some Judy script, as Paul Antonio likes to call it, as an homage to his mother. Today we're going to look at some slanted lines. Now, I'm not entirely sure how to figure out what this slant line is, because this here is a 55-degree slant, and it doesn't look anything like that. So this is a slightly more upright version of calligraphy, and we'll be doing the J&B copperplate graph pad tomorrow. But it doesn't really say on here what the slant angle is. £19, 50 sheets, calligraphy pad. I have no idea. Usually it tells you like what the angle of the thing is, but this doesn't tell you at all. I don't know. Anyway, we're gonna roll with it. Let me see. If I can figure out, I have to remember what I did with it. Okay. This is a right angle. Oh, there it is. Okay, so this would be like an 80-degree angle. Oops. Oops, nope. Yeah, this is definitely about an 80-degree angle. Maybe even an 85-degree angle. So it's really, really slanted. Really upright. Okay? So as we did in the last video, I'm going to take my paper and I'm going to pull the corners as far away from me as I can, so that way that this is my natural resting release of tension in my arms. So this is out, and then this would be down. But because the lines are not slanted as I thought, I'm going to smooth these lines so that they are with the slant of my arm, so that way I don't have to try too hard to do the pull stroke than to do any others. Okay, so I'm going to turn the camera so you guys can see what's going on. wish I had a little hand back here so I could show you better. Anyway, so we're gonna look at this. Try not to put my hand in front of the camera too much. Alright, so here we have a monoline pen. This is the Lamy Vista with a broad nib so you guys can see it real good. And we're going to kind of do some of the same things that we did yesterday. Now, yesterday, we did straight down with the lines. So we're going to do the same thing here. We're going to go straight down with the lines. And we're going to start with the basic strokes. That's the downstroke, the upstroke, overturn, the underturn. Alexa, stop. Alexa, stop. The compound curve.
I don't know.
Alexa, stop. I'll be right back. Fuck. Right off. Sorry. The ascending stem loop, we're going to come out, up, around, and down. And then the descending stem loop, down, around, and up. And then the oval, the reverse oval, R stroke, S stroke, the K stroke, the Z stroke, the descending Z stroke, the reverse descending stem loop, the tittle, the cross, and oh yeah, and the dash, the tittle, and the cross. These are all the things that we're going to need to make the small. Now, when you're looking at it straight on, it is at an angle, so you want to make sure to keep the angle. Now, this is kind of a weird shape, but these are actually the lines that we're supposed to be using on the inside, but just for practice I like to use the big ones. So we're going to make an upstroke, an oval, and an underturn for an A. Okay. Now B, we're going to do an upstroke, an ascending stem loop, and a reverse oval for a B. We're going to do an upstroke, and half of an oval into an upstroke for a D. Upstroke, an oval, and an ascending stem loop for a D, an upstroke, a dash, and an oval, and an upstroke for an E. An F is an upstroke, an ascending stem loop into a reverse descending stem loop, into an upstroke. All of these end with an upstroke, so that way you can connect them to other letters. G would be an upstroke, oval, descending stem loop. H would be an upstroke, an ascending stem loop, compound curve. Now you can see that these all look like they have a small amount of slant compared to what we did yesterday. So, in tomorrow's lesson we'll do a 55-degree angle. This is like an 80-degree angle. So, I would be an upstroke and an underturn and a tittle. J would be an upstroke, a descending stem loop, and an upstroke and a tittle. K would be an upstroke, an ascending stem loop, and a K loop and an upstroke. Now these probably look all over the place. I'm going to redo them just real quickly. This is how it should look like. You should do your line inside of this line here. So then we're going to do an L, we're going to do an upstroke, a ascending stem loop, into an upstroke. Now, since we've already done this upstroke, for the M we're going to go overturn, overturn, compound curve. Now for the N, we've already done the upstroke, so we're going to do overturn, overturn, or compound curve. P is downstroke, reverse oval, upstroke. Q would be upstroke, reverse descending stem loop, upstroke. For the R, we do an upstroke, the R stroke down to the X height, and an underturn. Now make sure that when you're coming down, that you're coming down on this slant line here. I kind of mucked up that J and these letters a little bit. But when you come down, you want to come down with the slant line. S would be like this. T would be an upstroke and a giant underturn and a cross. U would be an underturn and underturn. V would be an compound curve and a connecting stroke. W would be an underturn, and a connecting stroke. X would be an X stroke, which is kind of like a reverse C. It'd be a modified overturn and a C stroke. And a Y would be a compound curve and a descending stem loop. And a Z would be a modified overturn, a modified underturn, and an upstroke. Okay? And for the capitals, we're going to do, we're going to go curl in, and we're going to do kind of a reverse universal line of beauty. Reverse universal line of beauty. And then a hard downstroke. And then a loop in through. The B is a universal line of beauty. A reverse oval. And a reverse oval. C is like this. A D is like this. An E would be like that. F will look like that. A G would be a horizontal oval into a vertical oval into a descending stem loop to an upstroke. H would be reverse oval into a leg into an over and through, like the A. And I would be a spiral out, up to the corner, and then a universal line of beauty down with a terminal dot at the end. Or we're going to do a cursive I, which would come out, up, and up like this, and then down with the slant line. My throat's getting a little dry. I need to have a lozenge. The J would be the same. We come up and then go down with the slant line into a descending stem loop into an upstroke. The K would be a loop into a leg, and then we're going to go a little above and then down and in and then out and under turn. So most people kind of do one of these little compound curve. Something like that. Okay, and L will start a loop and then down with the line, in and out. I forgot to go down. We'll do a K again. Down with the downstroke, and then out and out, in and out. I keep forgetting where my header line is. So that's where the header line is, and that's where the baseline is. Just mark off your X height if you have a trouble like me. So we'll do this again. We'll do a K. Like that. And then an L will look like that. And an M will be a reverse oval into a leg, into an overturn, into a compound curve. N is up, over, around, down into a leg, up into a compound curve. O is pretty self-explanatory. We're going to make an oval, and then we're going to loop it out on the top. P, universal line of beauty, reverse oval. Q, we're going to do a reverse oval into a leg, kind of a spiral out, and then into an L shape leg. The R, okay, let's mark off our okay, so the R is going to be a universal line of beauty. Anytime you're going down, you want to follow that guideline. Reverse oval into a leg, into an underturn. S, we're going to go up, compound curve in, around, down, touch. We're going to make like an H shape, only we're going to spiral it in at the end. T, we're going to do universal line of beauty. And then we're going to reverse oval into a hat. A U, we're going to do a reverse oval into an underturn, into an underturn. V, we're going to do a little compound curve into a universal line of beauty, into a reverse universal line of beauty, into a spiral. W is, we're going to do reverse oval into a leg. We're going to go straight up, do a loop, come right back down. We're going to go back up and spiral out. An X is we're going to do a spiral into a leg, and then we're going to do a leg into a spiral. Okay, then we're going to go spiral into an underturn, into a descending stem loop, into an upstroke. A Z is a spiral into a loop, into a modified descending stem loop, into an upstroke. And there, we've learned the entire alphabet again with this 80-degree slant line. Now let's just take an overlook of how these look different. I'll just keep you like this so you can see all of the paper all at once. You can see how the papers look different, but yet how they're kind of similar in some of the areas. You can see that the lines, I didn't do a very good job with this. I'm going to redo this. Hold on just 1 second. Today. We'll just use we'll use a ballpoint. Oops, sorry. You guys are leaning out of control. Okay. So you can clearly see that there is a difference between these two examples of how this is supposed to be done. If I could have some. Okay. I'm sorry, I'm trying to work with this as best as I can. You know how technology, you know how much I love technology, but sometimes it just fails me. So there we have the two different versions, and you can see that this is quite straight up and down, and that this has just a little bit of a slant to it. And then tomorrow we will go over the 52 degree slant, or the 55 degree slant. Wow. What did you guys think of today's review? That is all for today. I want to thank you all for watching. I hope that you guys enjoyed this one. I hope that you learned something. Please share this video with your friends. Follow me on social media. Like, comment, subscribe, ring the little bell. Make sure it's set to all, so when I upload new content, YouTube notifies you, and I will be back very soon with another video. So, take care until then. Oh, I love you, bye.